Yeah. I'm glitching out here, so I'm relogging. Uh, well, the ceiling above is in the middle of the way of the camera, you know? So it's a sign that other things are troublesome. What? Yeah, right. I was like, yo, he never mentioned it. How is he ruling it as if, oh, we had agreed on it? Like, what? But the thing is, Mikiri is so. But you think. Oh, okay. Because you overpaid, right? Yeah, I was like, yo, there's no way we agreed on this. Yeah, making the liar richer. Yeah. I mean, open the door and the RP will present itself to you. You see, this is the rare instance where you don't know how things will end. And I won't spoil it for you. Yeah. Okay. Canon of Coraja. Long time no see. Uh, Strange. What happened? I saw you. Um, yes, I think I've mentioned how Perkinius had sent me looking for you, and then yeah, what happened next? So as she makes effort to try and remember things, she starts to agonize a little. No, it's so no, and that she starts to try and get out of the shackle here. No, no. And as you're saying this, you see one brief moment of sanity in her shaking as she says, "Set me free, please." And then she passes out. Okay. I'll get my horse there. I mean, every male character that ever goes there, she starts flirting with him. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Oh, who's there? Where am I? You can keep galloping. Arbanus, no, Canon. Canon, is that you? I'm Eve. Why am I tied here? What's happening? Where are you taking me? The priest? No. Why would you? No. And then the voice gets graver. No, no. She's even listening anymore. She's passed out again. Oh, just build a well. Yeah, just build a well. It's, uh, this place. Canon, why are you taking me here? Yes, who else could it be? No, there are ancient sorceries. She passed out again. Okay, now she wakes up and starts snagging all the way to Muriela's hope. We're getting close. Thanks, Canon. No. Why are you taking me there? Uh, please. Don't, please. So I park here. Okay. Muriela gasps. Oh, she's here. Cannon, why took you so long? Oh, it is, especially for my daughter there. Oh, look how torn she is. Come, quick, we don't have much time. The enlightened child. He speaks all the truths to me. Didn't you find it rather strange how I was able to call you by your name? It's... Oh, okay, yeah, I fucked it up. Either way, your secret is secured with us here. It's such a misfortune what happened. You see, she was looking for you and the others this whole time, but you were nowhere to be seen, and now, look the state she is. Oh, we don't have any time. Yeah, there's no time left. Why took you so long again? Yeah, it's the only way. You see, her mind was torn too much. She's at the brink of going mad, irreversibly. Quick, help me here. Make her swallow these drinks here, this concoction here. One for now, in case things get dangerous, we can have some for later. Honeyed wine. Honeyed wine. Don't you know that honey is one of the importance of the enlightened? Now, I'll begin a ritual, and this will be a risky one. Oh, it took you all so long to bring her here that Now her memories are all intertwined. Yes, but there's no other way. I'll do what I can. Still, there's no time to lose. So I'll gain access to her mind and try to sort it out in front of you. As I am engaged in this ritual, she will be herself the whole time. Her memory is faulting, right? Just as the Enlightened said. So, I'll do my best to keep herself being Talitha. Go ahead and ask whatever things that the real Talitha would know, and if everything goes right during the ritual, all the things that she answers will be forever written in her memory. So help her remember. But beware, this is a dangerous act that we'll do. And if you waste time asking things that are unimportant, she may lose the memories of the meaningful things. So please, be ready to ask only the important things, and the important things only. I hope the Enlightened takes care of my soul in the process. Just a second here. I'll let the... Yeah, now pictures the fires going all haywire there. The wind starts to move faster. There's a deafening sound closing by. The skies seem to be turning dark, and then Talitha's eyes begin to shine bright as Muriela starts to sing a praise, some sort of ancient prayer in a language unheard of. For each question, you will roll a d20, and according to the result, it may take me a few seconds to judge if the thing is good or not. I'll answer, and if things go bad, it is what it is. Yeah, for each question, a roll. D20. Yes, Canon, please set me free. Sentinel's Watch. Yes, that's where we first met. Although it wasn't quite the strongest of friendships to begin with. The Lemurians, but yes. Yes, I remember. It was near the crocodile lake, by the giant tree. I arrived at my camp and you were there, sitting, waiting for me. I believe Prior, yeah, she must have told you. Prior? Ah! Who summons me? Wait, is this, I'll defile an altar to Mitra. Ah, I see. You were there as well, weren't you? Running away, scared in the darkness. I'll come for you. Uh, Perkinius. Perkinius. He sent me looking for you. I couldn't find him. Oh no. The Lemurians, they... Oh, he was so old. How could I not be there? Such a cunning woman. Athena. Oh, I lost track of her as well. I can't believe such a strong woman could have met her demise in such a... Oh, cursed be the Lemurians. I've never... No, I did met him. Yes, when we rescued you. Bambatar was his name. Oh, I'm so glad that you asked. You see, I actually forgot my father's name, but I was raised in the deserts. Yes, oh, the pride of Zoahir. My father, Ishmael, my uncle, Isaac, my mother, Tamar. Torlorexan, Bornakamur, Natromofan, Tornekwotur. And then she snaps out of it. Muriela faints, and Talitha goes to the ground as well. She is. She doesn't. And one of them says, "Come here, take one of the vials, help her." Okay, so you can press the conversation thing there with Muriela. So she looks at you. Oh, my, it was... Oh, that was a really tough one. So, what did you ask? Did you manage to get her memories back? How far did you go? Oh, if she answered, she remembers it now. Did you ask her anything about what happened after the fall of Sentinel's Watch? Oh, child, your faith in the enlightened is strong, but there is room for improvement. Everything that she said, everything that Talitha said, was true, and it would be true no matter what you asked. I see. Is there some way she could regain the knowledge? When she came here, she would often hold the journal. Yes, it was her mechanism to deal with her losses. Do you know where her journal is? Oh, it's a shame, but keep encouraging her to remember. Let So it was actually 7 successful rolls. Yeah, you did really good. For now, her mind will be stable as someone who died thousands of times could be. It was so unfortunate. Tell me, did you hear someone else speaking through her? No, Set. The rivalry between Mitra and Set is an ancient one, but even Set knows his place. You see, I had to cut the ritual short as soon as I saw him approaching. Indeed, he was going to defile this sacred place. You see, Canon, the reason I asked the others to bring her here as soon as they found them is because she's been tormented for years now. uh, under the influence of ancient and powerful demon. Uh, Tell me, Canon, where do you believe the enlightened resides? Where do you believe he rests after all his deeds? Wherever there is light, my friend, there the enlightened resides. But the greater the light, the darker the shadow that surrounds it. And in one of these shadows, Thag resides. You see, I can't pronounce his name again. I'm still so weak. Talitha here, she tasked herself to an impossible deed, and her failure meant she was kept imprisoned in a dark place where time passed differently, where there was nowhere to be grasped, where she met death time and time again. And there she was influenced by this dark spirit. You see, you've mentioned she had different memories. Did these memories had a name? Just as I thought. You see, Eve is no culprit. In fact, she's just another victim. Talitha's mind was so broken that she actually held to anything that seemed reasonable, to each and everything that felt like a welcoming place. Whoever gave her this name, she took it as if it was truth, because unfortunately she didn't know any better. It took you all so long to bring her here that eventually she started to see herself as Eve, not as Talitha. And you see, the demon, such a foul creature, such an enjoyer of the misfortunes of others, actually pitched her mind against her own self. Tell me, did she resist the travel up here? Yes, I believe now you have a better picture of what happened. Again, don't put any blame on the poor Eve. Eve was none other than Talitha all the time. She just didn't know any better. Now, on the other hand, Talitha will be the one inhabiting this poor child's mind. Still, I would encourage you to keep an eye on her. Unfortunately, Eve is still there. As long as the demon And don't you dare say his name again. As long as he lives. Yes. There's no way. Eventually she'll have to face him. I only hope she's strong enough by then. Well, although there's room for your faith's improvement, your smartness is remarkable there. Until she defeats him, she's not free at all. Oh, I pray yeah, I pray for it too. I believe there is one vial left. Isn't that so? Well, why don't we see if it worked here? After all, this is sacred land. Canon and priestess. Does that mean that I am... Oh, praised be. Yes. But now I do remember. At least I remember. Yes. Ishmael. Remember my father's name. Priestess. You look so distressed. Is everything alright? Don't worry about me, my child. Eventually, we will all heal. The enlightened shall heal all wounds. Just give it time. I'll do as you say. Now I'll learn the Acolyte of Mitra here. I shall walk with the enlightened priestess. Oh my, I'm hungry as hell. Can we... Canon, the priestess calls. So as Talitha stands here, she asks you to get closer. beware of her behavior. Keep an eye on her. And in the meantime, try your best to reassure her who she really is. Eventually, uh, she will be as she once was. And yes, take her to the places she's been. Tell her about what she has done. Try to find her journal. She had one when she came here. But always keep an eye on her. Alright, may the enlightened always shine light over your steps. To you as well, child. Sure thing. My, what kind of clothes are these? They're kind of heavy. Yeah, well, it's been quite some time since I had fish. Yeah, it's alright. Yeah, go ahead. Well, what happened actually? Because there seems to be some huge pieces missing. Yeah, as much as it hurts to remember this, I do remember making my way to Sentinel's Watch after trying to find you. Yeah, speaking of which, where were you? You were nowhere to be seen. I searched you near the city here. Your camp was there, but you were not. Eventually, I went to Supermiru, but you weren't there. Yes, I found. Yes, I found the place that I saw in my dreams. Oh, it's the prettiest sight I've ever seen, at least in these lands. But yes, I saw my father and my mother there. Then I made my way back to Sentinel's Watch, and by then it was all too late. And whatever happened next, I am having a hard time remembering. How much time have passed since the fall of Sentinel's Watch? Five years? 5 years. I feel blonde as she looks to the water down below. What the hell happened here? Oh, speaking of which, my skin is... What? You mean to say that it has been some time since we've met? Oh, such a prick. Oh. Yes. Sorry for the kick there, it's just that I'm trying it hard to piece things together. I shouldn't kick someone who helped me remember my father's name. Yeah, Tamar. Yeah, pretty woman as well. It's a shame I can't show you the dream I had, but if you could only see her. Yeah, oh, well, one thing that I remember after, yeah, I believe I've been to Muriela's congregation there, very often after everything that had befallen us. Oh my, yeah, but back in Zwakir, I used to learn about Set and how it came to be. Healing healing powers. Why is that? Why is it that I something bad happened? Yeah, something. She takes her boots off, only to see the scars going all the way up to her ankle on the left foot. Yes, oh, come on now. Whew. There was an accident. Isn't that so? I do. Yeah, we disguised ourselves, I believe. Um, all hell broke loose. Well, a fight broke out and yeah, it was all foggy. Uh, yes, I do remember Perkinius tasking me with looking for you. He was afraid um, you took the whole capture uh, in a bad way, and well, for some reason he felt like I could be a suitable listener. That is, I never found you. Still, I believe you took his advice to the smallest of steps. Uh, you don't seem to have a broken jaw anymore. Let me see. Yeah, somehow I can see the memories. Who was I when you met me? You've mentioned you've met me for quite some time. You just didn't recognize me. Um, I mean, I remember being called Eve. It's strange. I can see what this lady saw, and I don't think that was the first time we met. Actually, I believe we met in this very sand here. Um, you were looking for a horse, and Tristan, where is she? Um, uh, sorry, um, I believe she met someone else at the tavern. You were playing Dexarias there. Yeah, this Yeah, this Eve doesn't seem to be someone else. Um, yeah, yeah. I guess just more meaningful things remained. Yeah, this Eve, she was quite fond of the owner of this house. Yeah, I can feel, yeah, there is pain, sorrow whenever I hear her name. Um, um, yes, I sure was. Oh, uh, it's way too much things to try and comprehend just at once. Uh, well, yeah, Plenty of things. Yeah, plenty of things. But yeah, so she was. Me, a relic hunter. That's interesting. Yeah, so this is where I used to live. Okay, alright. Sharing a ceiling with the enemy. But still, it's quite a contrast. The last I knew. Yeah, still, I believe by now you must know me. It's no use for a nomad like me. You see, in this stream, uh, it's Okay, I'll have them addressing me as Eve then in the meantime. Huh. Yeah, it is indeed too much to take. Uh, yeah, well, again, you know me, the desert can take care of myself. I'll start to plan my departure from here. This is going to be quite a tricky one. Alright, given that I woke up to a target on my head, I'll hesitate a little when it comes to making myself one with the desert, but yeah, alright, alright. Yeah, it's I'll do. Yeah, I'll sure do. Thanks again there, and conversation. Okay. Yeah, it was a shame what happened to your arena. Well, there must be plenty. If you excuse me now, I believe I'll take this rest that calls for me. At least I know my father's name. Thanks again for that. Alright, I appreciate it. Let's hope it doesn't take another 5 years so we can meet again. Let's go! Yeah, it was a D10, a D20 actually, because the two first rolls they didn't matter that much. You know, you actually failed the first two, but the first two were a guaranteed success, and then the odds would get lower by half, you know, so it would be 50-50, 25%, 12.5, until it was, for example, on the 8th row, I believe, you would need to get net 20, you know, in order to get it done. So yeah, you put it off a nice string there, but you didn't ask anything about what happened in the 5 years after. Yeah, about what? Yeah, about what Canon judged correct do. It was on point, but if you asked things about what happened in the 5 years, she would explain what happened. You know, that for example, if Faye was there, it would help connect some things that even pertain to Mikita's storyline, you know. I made it in a way that almost everything is tied in a way or another. But you did good. Yeah, it was nice. Because the whole thing about make the question and roll, and by the answer you realize if the roll was good or bad, you know. Because for example, in the first one you said something like, oh, average, and I was like, yo, you don't you don't call the result, I call it. Just keep asking and roll, ask and roll. Yeah, it was a first one, this concept. It was like a test run, but I think it was interesting. It paid back the way it paid off the way I was thinking it would. Nice. And by the way, are you nerd enough to know what Thag said in the third time there? So the first time was him like realizing he was in the Mitra shrine, because you see he's taking control over Talitha's mind, pitching two personalities against each other. So as soon as he realized he was at the Mitran shrine, he was like, what? I am here? Okay, so I'll get to defile the place of the one keeping me in banishment. The second one, he was like, oh, I saw you there as well. You were there fleeing and stuff like that. And then the third one was the creepiest thing, because he began to speaking some foul language there. But it's something that you could trace back to pop culture. So do you have any idea? Oh well. Okay, I'll keep this to myself because I'll eventually use it later. It was such a nice touch. But yeah, I can't clip it because it's YouTube, so it would require me more effort. Twitch is rather easier to clip the highlights. But I'll see what I can do. The whole thing will be there in my channel, okay? Alrighty, mate. Now, have a nice one there. See ya.